Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Luke Reacts 20. And in today's video, it is very exciting as I will be analysing and predicting Semi 2, but I'm not doing this alone. I am with Chris calling.
Hello.
And as you can see, we had Semi 1 predictions, which is on Chris's channel. So if you haven't already, check that out first. But Chris, should we just get into it?
Let's do it. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
Of course, my Eurovision bestie. So we have got Malta opening semi two with Sarah Bonnichi and Lou. I'll go first. Sarah Bonici's my queen. She's my icon. I love her so, so much. And I wanted her to win from day one. Did I think she was going to win? No. But then when I saw the live performance, I was like, that's the one. And yeah, love it. Extremely underrated by the fandom, in my opinion. I don't really get why she's not liked as much. This is the type of song that the gays go crazy for, usually. So
Yeah.
shocked. Revamp, I think it's a good revamp. Um, yeah, she's got a good Swedish production team now who did Marcus and Martinez's song. So yeah, she's budget. But uh, no, you know what? In my opinion, I think this is the perfect opener. I was scared as I thought Austria was going to open,
Me too. Yeah.
but I think they're protecting Miss Kaleen. I don't think they want
Mm.
her to open. So, Malta can open. And let's be honest, if I think she is, she's bringing Matty Jordan. I think that's his name. The gorgeous dancer. He has had literally the Eurovision fans are going crazy for him over on Twitter and X. So hoping Sarah is clever and brings them to Eurovision.
Principal. Yeah, for the ride.
What do you think, Chris? What do you think of Malta's chances and everything?
So this has been nothing but a grower from me from the start. When I heard the song on its own, I didn't love it. Like I wasn't crazy for it. But it's definitely grown on me. Like you said, the live performance, it's iconic and it's so slick, so polished. And what I'm so like impressed by is the way that Sarah Bonnici can hit every high note and sing the song with all of that choreography. It's just crazy. Do you know what? I before this running order, I was going to say this was a non-qualifier, um, but I think actually opening the semi actually helps Malta this year, and I think that this will be a really high impact performance. They are working so hard. You can see on Instagram
Working
without,
every day, yeah,
yeah,
back and forth, London, Malta, yeah.
yeah. So I think this is going to be a great opener to the semi. And I think considering some of the other countries that we have in this final, in the semi-final, sorry, I think this definitely has potential to be a border qualifier for sure. So I'm going to say this is in 10th place and qualifying.
Me too. I think this is qualifying as well.
Yeah.
As I think because people are sleeping on her,
Mm-hmm.
I think that gives her the fuel and the fire to, rehearse, and blow everyone away. And then after Malta, we have the dreaded spot two. And in this semi, it is Albania with Besa and her song Titan. I adored the original version. Adored it. Revamp, not as much.
Mm.
But I think with the revamp, there's a lot of dynamics to it. She's got the rap. Then she has like the 80s Dua Lipa, like like the outro, which not what you expect.
Yeah, unique, that's for sure.
Bessa is, I think she's a performer. And it's obviously around this time we filmed it, Madrid party's happening, and they've put a video of her doing sound check today, and she sounds strong. So I don't believe, like, I have no doubts that she's not going to do a good performance. But I'm just scared. I think the spot two, I think it's going to affect her a
Yeah.
lot. But what do you think of Albania?
So I think like Albania have um, been quite a surprise qualifiers for in the last couple of years, and I was really hoping the same with this again. It goes without saying, we love Besa. She's a queen. She's mother.
She
Um,
is like she's one of my favorite artists. That she, as a person, love her.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that I like the fact that this is in English now, so that we can understand the message of the song a bit more. But I love the Albanian language in a song, and it just sounds. I think it gives it more traditional flavor when Albania sings in their own language. Um, so I think that's a shame, because I think after the national final performance, everyone was like, "Oh, I hope we get a revamp. Hope we get a revamp." I somewhat think that Bessa was like, right, I don't know, it's been taken in the wrong way. I don't think the language needed to be changed. Um, but there we go, or at least like one verse and chorus in Albanian and then in English, so you've got the best of both worlds. But
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know. I just think it like even like the faster section towards the end,
yes.
it's not like it's not capable. I can't speak. It's not capable for like a dance break section. It's just a bit more faster and a bit more up tempo, and it sounds good. It sounds great, but whether it's going to be as impactful as some of the other ones in the semi, I'm not so sure. So at the moment, I think this isn't qualifying, unfortunately.
I have to agree
Mm.
too. Because I'm a huge, huge fan of Emma Muscat from 2022, but I do get similar vibes like where the lyrics are slightly too literal.
Yeah, completely
I
agree.
understand rubs people the wrong way. Not rubs them, but like people like, oh, basic, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I
So
understand
yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And in spot three, we have Marina Satti for Greece with her song Zari. Well, no, at its finest. The Greek version and the Greek answer to their Rosalia. Um, Big name in Greece. She's a star. She's a star here at Eurovision, doing something that Greece has not done for a long, long time.
Hmm.
And I think they're taking a risk. But what I appreciate is the little English lyrics.
Mm.
Just put your hands up because that can get the crowd like into it more. Um, I am worried for this live performance
Ooh, okay.
because she has confirmed that they're having a one-shot performance.
Yeah.
And I know she's done this in her music videos prior, and they're very popular in Greece. But I just don't know how that would be translated onto a Eurovision stage and to millions of people at home. So that does scare me a little
Mm.
on can she like, yeah, I don't know. I'm in two minds about this. But we'll talk about that in a sec. But what do you think of Greece's entry and running order position?
I absolutely love this song. It's been such a grower for me. And I think there is so much content to the song that you have to listen to it a couple of times to understand all of like the little bits of it. And it sounds like such a hard song to sing as well. There's some really, really high section parts. It's super fast, but at the same time, it's a bop. And I really love that this is the direction Greece have gone for this year. Um, and Marina Satti, apparently she's 37 years old.
I know she doesn't look her.
She
How
she
skinny.
looks so young. She looks stunning. But that aside, honestly, I think I'm actually looking forward to the performance. I'm more intrigued at the idea of this one camera shot.
Yeah,
Um, as me thinking, I feel the same as you in terms of like, I would want to see all the different camera angles because, like, with the dance moves, that can sometimes look better. Um, but that's what they're going for with this one camera shot. And as a result, I think that they're going to be doing a lot with the LEDs. What that is and where they're going to take us, we don't know. We're going to find out. But it's going to have to be high impact. If they're going to do one camera shot, you can, like, they're going to have to stage this in a way that it's going to, as soon as it starts, that first note, it has to not be,
That.
exactly at all. So I think this has potential to do well. And that could even be like a thing, couldn't it? Oh my gosh, that was the performance that just had the one camera angle and it slayed.
Yes, yeah.
So, but like you said, it's a risk. So whether it will work, all will be revealed. But at the moment, I really, really love this. I have faith that Marina can perform this live, and I'm going to say this is a qualifier.
Okay, well, in the back of my mind, I have the dreaded thought that, is she the shocked unqualifier of the year? Because sometimes we do get that. But I'm going to go with my heart and say Greece is qualifying. We now have Switzerland, and I thought to feel more inspired by Nemo, I've got this cute number.
Yes.
Because Nemo has a very similar bucket hat to this.
Mm-hmm.
But this just, so I feel like more Nemo.
Yeah, I applaud you. That is amazing. I love it.
It's a statement. People would be driving past my window, be like, what the fuck? But nothing. So, as we have Switzerland with Nemo and their song, Their Code.
Mm.
I actually want to hear your opinion first on this. What do you think?
So this is currently looking like it's going to do very well with the bookies. I think there is a lot of riding on the live performance with this. It is such an abstract song, and again, nothing else sounds like this. And I think, to be honest, there are some moments in this song. No, I don't know about the whole song, in my opinion, but there are some like winning kind of sounds in this song, especially towards the end. Like it sounds really good, and I think it's got like a drum and bass kind of instrumental, which no other song has this year as well. We have lots of dance songs, but they're more like techno house kind of vibe. So this is, again, it's unique, it's original. And Nemo as well seems like such a relaxed kind of person. And I think that their approach to this whole Eurovision experience is like super laid back, but this song sounds so high impact and so technical. So I just wonder what they're holding back for that Eurovision stage. And I think this is one of the performances I'm like most looking forward to seeing at what they're going to do with that staging, because I think it's going to be something special. I think Switzerland and it not being a male ballad this year, like hats off to all the male ballads in the past. But yeah, this is something different for Switzerland, and they could fare really well from this.
And to make it more fun, we're both in the arena live for the semi-finals. So that's exciting.
Sorry, I think this is qualifying 100%.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes.
No, I should have said. But yeah, this is qualifying. And I think this is a potential top 5 in the whole contest.
I agree. I personally think Switzerland is the one to be this year. The recap screams winner. Music video screams winner. Nemo screams winner. Like everything about this, the message of Nemo finding themselves and unrealizing non-binary, what that means to them. So yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to this. And I think the world that we're living in as well, I think this song I think this needs to win.
Yeah.
Nemo, fantastic individual. I love the song. I literally love everything about this. So I'm not going to go on for too long. But this is qualifying. Potentially could win the semi.
Yeah. 100%, I agree with you.
So now I'm going from Nemo to Czechia with Aiko and her song Pedestal. So she actually won the national final ages ago, like December.
Yeah, it felt like ages ago.
And honestly, I don't know about you, but I think the national final is haunting her as people are really fixated, yeah, on that performance
Yeah,
being bad. But it was a little
it was
play,
like in an underground club. Like it
yeah,
was.
not good sound quality. Like that's the thing. I would never hold that against her.
Mm,
I love the revamp. Well, I love the original anyway,
yeah,
but I think the revamp, like the loving me. Loving me. You know, at the end, it
yeah,
just builds
so,
build.
doesn't it? Yeah, 100.
Question is, if she could do that live,
Yeah,
I have faith, and I think she knows she's got like doubters to prove.
yeah, 100.
Um, what about you?
So when I heard this again, a lot like other people, I thought I wasn't very impressed by the national final performance. But of course, there were sound issues. Uh, so when this won, I was like, do you know what? This is great. She has time now, and she can, prove people wrong. And that's what she's done with this revamp. I think it's so much better. Um, but it's kind of like a punk rock vibe, and whether that can do well at Eurovision, I'm just not 100% sure. And I can't really imagine what kind of staging they would do for this either, which I'm really looking forward to seeing, sorry. Um, but I just don't know. Looking at the running order right now, coming after a
Oh,
favourite that is Switzerland, unfortunately, I'm going to say this is just missing out and non-qualifying. But I'm really rooting for our girl Aiko. Um, Czechia born, but obviously she's spent a lot of time in the UK as well. So
it's-
yeah, we've got a connection there. But yeah, I'm wishing her all the very best, and I do believe that the performance is going to be amazing in Malmo. But I'm just not sure if it's going to qualify with everything else in the semi.
yeah. I was actually very back and forth with this. But resultantly, put it as a non-qualifier. However, if Czechia qualifies, I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm,
I do think, I know you said, punk rock, she does give me Avril Lavigne, bit of Olivia Rodrigo, who's probably the modern Avril Lavigne now. There's nothing like this in the semi.
that's true. Yeah,
And it's
you need
that rock song, but you don't have to love rock to like this song.
no,
So
absolutely
I think she, yeah,
do it. She could be a surprise this year. We will
yeah,
see.
she's the one to look out for.
Uh,
But then after that, we've got Friends with Amour, Slimane. So
mhm.
yeah, do you think this is going to affect maybe Czechia?
Interesting. So yeah, I think it might, and I think that's part of the reason why I think this isn't qualifying. Being slotted in between Switzerland and France, I
Yeah.
think, unfortunately, in my opinion, Czechia needed like a little bit of help. Um, being next to a country that was maybe less as impactful, but I feel like Switzerland and France are quite strong this year. So yeah, I'm sorry, Czechia, but I can't see it happening. But I hope I'm proved wrong. I hope to see her there. So we will see.
We will see. Now,
Mhm.
in the sixth position, it is my number one of the year and Chris's number one of the year. It is Kaleen and Austria with We Will Win.
A
I
moment.
don't want to talk about this that much because
Yeah,
I
we
think
know
we
what.
know. This is qualifying. Stand in rehearsal for Fuego. Amazing. She has staged Eurovision performances and Eurovision, Junior Eurovision. She's a world champion at dancing.
Oh wow, is she? I never knew that.
Yeah.
Come
Uh,
on, fire.
and she's another one like Cyprus, actually, where she didn't give us what we were expecting in the music video. She didn't give us all of the dancing that she's capable of. I think as well, she's very probably the best business mind this year. Like, she knows what
100%.
she's doing.
Such a good point. Yeah.
And she's performing at Madrid Pre-Party, which while we're filming now is happening this weekend. So, and London Party as well. So that'll be interesting to see what she's like live.
Yeah, of course. And we'll be there. You'll be in Barcelona, won't you, next weekend?
What
But
yeah,
she will be, so
yeah.
I'll be videoing it, and I will tell you. Oh my gosh, yeah. Let's keep it short and sweet. But Kaleen is qualifying and potentially could win the semi, in my opinion. I like you just said, such an important and good point. She is the best business head, I think, this year. She knows how Eurovision works. She's been in every kind of position that you could at Eurovision without that performance. So it is just amazing. I've said it before, but it's just amazing to see her actually getting the chance to perform this year. And I think as a result, she's prepared for that schedule. She's going to have the most stamina all the way up to the end of the grand final, and I think it's going to be good. And I think that Austria will hopefully improve on their result from last year as well.
For sure. So yeah, we agree. She's qualifying, potential winner of the semi. Then following Austria is Denmark with Saba and her song Sad.
Mm-hmm.
I adore this song. So radio friendly, so easy to listen to, uplifting. Zaba, very likable as well. I think even when you've got the studio version, I feel like when she sings, you can already tell like her personality. Like it's just calm and just, that type of I don't know, there's a term in Denmark called hugger. I had to do it at not university, college in my media. And it's like a hugger lifestyle. And it's like Danish where it's just about being kind. So, hugger is like if you see someone walking past your house, invite them in for a hot chocolate, stuff like that. I could imagine Saba being like that, The song gives me very warm and happy. Saw her live in Belfast pre-party. Insane.
Yeah.
You can't critique anything about her. Like, she knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But in the recap video, when they released the running order, I think she falls very flat after Austria. Unfortunately. Um, but what do you think of this?
Unfortunately, I have to agree. I think again, this is such a great song, and it's got quite simple lyrics, but it's still super impactful. And it goes without saying, Saba's voice, her vocal is incredible. But I think they've not been done any favors, Denmark, this year in terms of the running order, being slotted in between two very televote friendly songs.
Yeah.
They're going to have to do something like blow this out of the water with staging now. I don't think that white staging from the national final is going to cut it,
No.
in my opinion. I think, if they'll do this, I don't know. But with the song being called Sand, and there's like kind of mentions of water in there now, I feel like the only way that they could really elevate this to the gods is by like making this kind of like I don't know, like having her underwater and then like having like a sand kind of aesthetic. I don't know what I mean by that, but it's
something.
something. Yeah. But sadly, given this is Denmark's place in the running order, I think this is just not qualifying. I hate to say it because Denmark has really improved this year as well, based on previous years. So, but we may be proved wrong. We'll just have to see.
I have to agree. Don't think this is qualifying. I did
Yeah, me
until the
too.
good order.
Completely agree. Yeah,
Uh, I think she's in a bad sandwich.
yeah. It's
But
not too.
yeah, talking about the second filling of that sandwich, we
Mm-hmm.
have Armenia with Ladaniva and their song Jako. What a happy song.
I know.
What
Oh,
a happy woman she is.
yeah. I just love her vibe, and I just think she's just always got a smile on her face, and we need people like that at Eurovision. So yeah,
She brings sunshine, she literally melts my heart. Like she's that person where even if it's not like someone's top song, I think this is a song or like music video to watch. But if you feel a bit down, put the video on because she just gives you life. And the guy, nice
yeah,
to look at too.
absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely, nothing wrong with that at all.
yeah. I love that Armenia's gone this way, like this route, very different to Future Lover, Snap,
I
very different Armenian language, you know.
love
And I
that.
really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this is a televote um winner, like not winner, but like televote, very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me Moldova 2022 vibes for televote.
Yeah, I think, yeah, 100%. And I'm going to say straight off the back of that, I think this is qualifying.
Me,
Um, I think that, like you said, the music video was epic, so like traditional, but really like clean and fresh as well. It's so interesting. Um, and it's like as soon as it starts, it's just that beat, and it's kind of like that, like it just it kind of it's addictive, and the more times you listen to it, it's like I can imagine that being used in so many different like that sounding good in like bars, in clubs, and at Eurovision.
weddings.
Yeah, weddings, like everything. Um, it's just yeah, I think it's going to be a real party song that everyone is going to remember in this running order, and I think that's why it's definitely going to the grand final.
For sure. And honestly, I think this is the perfect example of how a country can compete at Eurovision knowing that they're not going to win, but still get a very good result and make an impact.
I completely agree. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Now, I think this, yeah, second half, we're in the second half, semi two, and we are opening that's half with Latvia, with Dons, and his song
Hello.
Follow. Yes. What do you think? You can go first.
Okay, so I was really, really pleasantly surprised when this got announced to represent Latvia. Dons is such an acclaimed singer in Latvia, and to see him come to Eurovision with this hit Hollow, I'm really, really impressed. But I feel like in the previous weeks, this has fallen short a little bit. And it makes me sad to say that because Latvia, again, it's a country that has massively improved this year. Really
Yeah.
loved some nights last year, and I felt so bad when they didn't qualify. But I really hope that Latvia is a surprise non-qualifier. I would love to see that. But
Yes.
have a look at this running order again, because is it going to be in my final list of qualifiers? That's the question. Do you know
Ooh.
what? I don't know. No, I think it's just going to be a borderline, not qualifier, unfortunately. But I really love this song Hollow, and it goes without saying, Don's is an incredible performer.
He is. Right, I was very critical on his national final performance, but I think he's the type of person who would listen. I think he will listen to the
Mm,
critiques from people. I think he'll give a very good like performance.
yeah,
Can't deny that. I
yeah,
just think it's a little bit dated.
right.
And this semi is hella strong.
Yeah,
And that
100.
is why I don't think Latvia will qualify, unfortunately. But it's still a good entry. Like every song this year is a good entry.
Yeah,
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 it's just too strong, unfortunately, I think, for Latvia to qualify.
yeah, for sure. I completely agree.
Then we have Spain, our second big six of the semi with Nebulossa and their song Zorra. Zorra. I butchered that. Zorra. Yeah. In 3 words, tell me what you think of the song. 3 words.
Keep it PG.
Okay.
Cabaret, slay, glamour.
Yes, icon.
Yeah,
Look,
fourth.
yeah. Okay. Following Spain, we have, which I think is like quite iconic, is San Marino with Megara and their song 1111. As Megara is a Spanish rock group who have previously competed in Benidorm Fest and came fourth. So I think the Spanish fans, which we know are crazy, they love Eurovision.
There's a lot of them.
There's loads of them. So I think they're gonna have a whale of a time.
Eat this up,
Yeah,
honey.
they're gonna have Spain and then they're gonna have San Marino, which is basically Spain again.
Yeah. You will hear the Spanish fans when this is on, that's for sure.
I'll keep this short. I love Megara.
Mhm.
I like the vibe, musical videos on point. But again, I just think the semi's too strong.
I have to agree. Keeping it short and sweet, I think this is a really like interesting song. I think that they look great on stage. I'll give them that. But this is one of the songs that really hasn't caught me this year, unfortunately. And even though it's really strong, I don't think this is qualifying. But I can't wait to be in the arena for that Spain San Marino kind of. Well, we're both going to be there, of course.
Yes. Oh my God.
So the vibes are going to be on another level. So yeah, don't we are going to be partying to all of the songs.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, sadly, I don't think this is qualifying.
That very sad.
Mm.
I think other years, I think this would have had more of a chance.
Yeah, completely agree. Yeah, just
Uh, we have quickly as well. Do you think it's shades that they didn't put San Marino in spot 11?
I think it's such a joke. Like, why wouldn't they do that? And even worse, if you they're in spot 10, and if
Yeah,
you remove all of the automatic qualifiers, they're in spot 12. So it's just a joke. It like misses it by one either way.
so
But yeah, I mean, EBU, come on, come on.
you. Now we have in spot 11 Georgia with the good Nutsa and her song Firefighter. Just before we get into Georgia, I just obviously a few days ago it was announced that Nutsa lost her brother in a car accident. So thinking of Nutsa and sending her all of the love because for me, I think she's what Eurovision's all about. She is so kind in interviews. She's, I think she's the biggest name of the year, past. Well, Ollie Alexander too, but Nuts is a big deal in Georgia. And, she performed with bloody Kylie Minogue on American Idol last year. Pedam, pedam.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
100.
everybody's dream to do. Well, most people's dreams.
It
When,
is.
yeah, and Padam Padam, like that was the big summer hit last year. So for Nutsa to do a duet to that, icon shirts.
100%. Yeah.
But the song itself, Firefighter, this is the biggest grower for me. It is my number one. Oh well, it's battle with Austria now at the minute, but I think Firefighter, Gal Bob, but with a bit. bit different. It's not got the formula of a typical girl bop.
Mm.
It's definitely more vocals spaced, I think, song. And I think this is going to be slay on stage. I think she's been working hard on her Instagram, and I saw that her choreographer is she's got a huge team behind her. And a choreographer revealed, like, I think they put a thing up on Instagram saying, well, if you think the music video is good, wait until they're live. So that's the hype is real. What do you think of Nutsa and Firefighter?
I love this. This is my number 8, I think, in the whole contest. I really, really, really love this song. It's been a grower for me. Um, when I first listened to it, I was a little bit like, I thought it was all a bit everywhere, but the more I've listened to it, this is built for the Eurovision stage. And that dance break section, she is just going to slay. She's going to eat it up. We're going to have some pyro there, I can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
And just the heat off that stage is going to be insane. And I cannot wait to see. This is one of the ones I am so excited to see live in that arena. It's just going to be amazing. And I really, really, you know, Georgia hasn't qualified for a while. I think for maybe, is it since 2016?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's been such a long time. So yeah, Georgia deserves it. Nutsa deserves it. We are sending you all the love and strength, girl. And yeah, I really hope to see Georgia in the final this year.
I think, okay, this could be controversial. I think Georgia is going to get the best result out of all the gal ball. I think she's gonna,
Okay.
yeah, I think she's potential top 5 in the final
Wow. I would love to see that. I would love to see
because she is a vocal powerhouse, and if she's
that.
gonna
Yeah.
do that vocals with the choreography,
Yeah.
she knows what she's doing, and I think
Yeah.
at the minute it's underrated. Soon as rehearsals come out, fuego reaction. She will
Yeah.
get fuego.
But oh my goodness. Yeah. 100%. And I think, like you said, like I remember saying to you when this came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I was expecting a ballad because Nuts has done so many amazing ballads at American Idol, but
Yes.
she can dance as well. And the fact that she's coming with a dance bar and using that voice as well, I think it's got a recipe for success for sure.
Me too. Now, after Georgia, we have Belgium with When the Party's Over by Mustii.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big favourite in the odds and the Eurovision fandom, and people are obsessed with this song. Do you think this is gonna do as well as people think?
Yes, I hope it does. I think the song is really, really special. And I think Musty is really, really special. What I hope, however, though, is that Musty doesn't make this too artistic for the Eurovision stage or make it kind of something that the viewer has to work out when they're watching. I hope it's kind of like I think the song is winner vibes to me, listening to on its
Oh,
own. I think
interesting.
I think this is so impactful. I almost get like Duncan Lawrence vibes with this. Not the same kind of sounding song, but I don't know, just the feel that I get from it. Like I just feel like it grabs your attention straight away. Um, and yeah, it's Belgium do dark pop so well, and they bring that to Eurovision every year. Or like for especially for the last few years, and it's just been so impactful, and that's what we respect them for. I just hope they keep it kind of not too complex for that Eurovision stage because the song is so good. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping. But this is an automatic qualifier for me for sure.
I agree. I think this is a sure qualifier.
Yeah,
I think this people might take this like in a bad way. This needs minimalistic staging. The song is enough. Musty is enough. We don't
yeah,
need dances for this. We just need, I don't know, just a little pizzazz. And then Belgium on for a success.
absolutely. I completely agree. Yeah,
This could this could win the jury in the final. Like this is gonna be very, very well received.
I think so. Yeah, 100%.
And the way Belgium's going at the minute with last year, this year, I think they're coming for a win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. And bet it's been too long. Belgium deserve a win.
Yeah, for sure. So now, after Belgium, we have, oh gosh, what number are we now? I'm so lost. We are 13, song 13, with Estonia. And guys, I don't want to be rude, but I'm just gonna say they got 5 minutes and Pulu, and the song is Nandas. I'm not saying the full title. I'm gonna butcher the shit out of that. And Estonians, you'll get even more crazy at me if I don't. say it right. Another not. I don't like saying joke entry, but it's got that telephone appeal like
Yeah, I'm
Finland,
into it. Yeah.
Netherlands stuff. However, I don't think it's going to do that well. I think it's
Mm.
bonkers.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. I think there are actually a lot of fans of this. Um, and I can, what I will say is that I really like the stage performance. I thought it was so comedic and like kind of like the connections between the performers on stage. It's really actually funny watching it. Um, but I just think it's a little bit like, I just think it's a bit too crazy on stage. And I think even though it's got some, memorable dance moves in there, it just seems a bit messy to me right now. And I think as a result, it's not. I think again, this is very close. I don't think it's coming last, but I don't think it's a sure qualifier right now.
But I remember when it happened, when it got revealed, when it won the national final, a lot of people were so hyped. But then I think the more the songs come out, I think it's losing hype. And I think people are thinking this is not qualifying.
Mm,
Like that, when you said, it's chaotic and the dance moves,
yeah,
it works for Finland, no
it
rule.
does.
But it
Yeah,
doesn't. It just looks messy for this for some reason.
I also think with the fact that this isn't in English, this could have done. I think this would have done a bit better if it was in English, because it's one thing watching a crazy Eurovision performance and it aesthetically being like something to work out, but you also don't know what this is about as well for a lot of people. Um, so I think it's just a bit much to understand in that 3 minute time limit. Um, but we'll have to see. Maybe this will be a surprise qualifier.
We will see. Then we have our last big six song, which is Italia, with Angelina Mango, our fruity queen, our starburst, with her song La Noia.
Absolutely.
Keeping it to 3 words. Winner, icon, 2025.
I'm gonna say the same. I think that in the literally in the last couple of days, we don't know what's going to happen in the next month or so, but I don't know. I'm feeling that this is going Italy's way at the moment. So, and especially since Miss Mango has announced her presence at the pre-parties,
When's this ever happened? When has Italy done this? So
you know, they didn't have to do this either. Like the schedule is crazy for San Remo,
she
but
knows
she's just
what she's doing.
yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing. So I am, yeah, it's looking good, and I think this is with again having the chance to perform this in the semi-final is only going to double that and make it better, give Italy better chances. So yeah, we will see.
And as well, I think with the big six countries, this gives them opportunity for people to talk about them in the semi-finals,
Yeah.
giving them
Mm-hmm.
potential hype leading to the final, which I think will happen for Italy.
Yeah, me too. Completely agree.
Then following Italy, we have song 14 with Israel, with Edin Golan, I hope I pronounced that right, and her song Hurricane.
Hmm?
This is qualifying.
Yeah, I completely agree. Where this is in the running order, I think this is definitely qualifying as well.
Now we have song 15, Norway, with Gautier and their song Ulfheim. I love Norway and Eurovision. I love MGP. Did I want this to win? No. But it's still low in my rankings, but I actually don't skip it now on the playlist. For some
Mhm.
reason, I get it now. And I saw them live at Malfest pre-party. They were great. So
Yeah,
good. Vocally, you can't say anything about them. I think they just need the staging to be a little bit more cleaner, a bit more Eurovision ready.
yeah,
I think Norway are onto something with this.
I completely agree. I think this is a dark horse this year. Um, I think that there is a huge fandom behind Norway at the moment, and Gotta because they've been around for so long and they're renowned, and the fact that they've made it to Eurovision is iconic in itself. So immediately, great place in the running order. This is definitely qualifying in my opinion, and I think definitely a contender for that top five and maybe even the win for
Ooh!
sure.
I'd love to go to Oslo, to be
Oh, me
honest.
too. Back to the Nordics again.
Yeah. And our closer and our last song of the whole semi season, let's say the semi 2-3 day bender, is
Love that. I love that too. That's so 3 day bender. I love that.
yeah, is the Netherlands with Joost Klein and his song Euro Papa. Yes, Euro Papa.
Absolutely. This is like it's so high impact. It's got like tell about fever and it's going last in the semi. It's just the stars are aligning so far for the Netherlands. I think this is going to be it's going to be the last thing that is on everyone's minds before we get the recap uh, after that running order. And I think as a result, this is going to be great. And I think going based off the music video, the stage performance is just going to be
Crazy.
so yeah, it's going to be such a party, and especially that last like few seconds, that gabba part that I've learned that is the genre. It's something at Eurovision that we've never had. So it's going to be a moment on that stage, and I think Netherlands is qualifying 100%.
100%. I agree. It's a grower. I still don't love it, but I think when it gets to Eurovision, I will love it. I think Youst is just, he's adorable.
Yeah, it is.
This is going to go TikTok viral. I'm not sure if it already has, but the live performance will for sure. And I was actually talking to Quinto ESC, who's a Dutch reactor, and say that potentially I might go to the Eurovision concert next year. But I'm not sure if that's worth it because I think there's a high chance that we might be going to the Netherlands next year.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think this is another key contender, and I think it's just so exciting for everything that we've talked about in this video. There are so many contenders this year. It's wide open, and we could be going anywhere next year. So it's so exciting.
But that is all of the songs and the running order. But like we did in our semi one video, we're gonna give our who we think is gonna win and who's gonna come last.
Mhm.
So Chris, who is going to win the semi?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think that Austria is going to win the semi,
Okay.
and I think coming last. Oh my goodness, this is really difficult. All due respect, but I think that Czechia is coming last in the semi.
Okay. Well, we have two different answers. So I think the Netherlands is going to win the semi, with it being televote only.
Mm-hmm.
If it was Jory as well, I think I'd be a different winner. But with a televote, I think the Netherlands. But I don't think Switzerland and Austria will be far behind.
Hmm.
And potentially Greece too. I think Greece is
Yeah,
God,
definitely.
there's so many. But for last place, I can't believe I'm saying this. This breaks my heart. I think it's going to be Albania.
Oh,
I don't want Albania because Besa deserves better. And as well, you know, the question of if an artist could come back to
yeah.
Eurovision after a few years where they were robbed in their edition,
Hmm.
Besa's going to be a new answer. As I think if
100.
Besa came in a few years, you know, I just don't think this is her year, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I think she's made for success at Eurovision and she's extremely popular in Albania. She's massive.
absolutely. 100%.
But Chris, the next time we see each other, we will be in the airport as we're actually on the same flight and we're sat next to each other. Exciting.
Watch out, guys, because we're going to be bringing loads of content. So
Yes, very
we're
much.
vlogging our journey. So fingers crossed we get there safely.
And we've got like, yeah, it's going to be so fun to meet new people, see some of our gals.
Can't wait. I'm actually.
You're going to London pre-party as well, which is going to be
Um,
fun.
be there. So if you see me there, guys, don't be shy. Say hey. Be so good to meet you all. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Well, thank you for watching this video and also showing love to our other video. It's a cute little collab. So, Chris, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at.
Not your house address,
Oh, I wish. No,
unless you want it.
maybe next time. Uh, you can find me at Chris Calling on YouTube, Chris_calling official on Instagram, and Chris.calling on TikTok.
You're everywhere. Like a bad smell.
If you want, if you like.
If you like.
Linger.
Well, yeah. Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye.